Allah's name Al-Qadeer. The word of Allah's name Qadir, it means Allah is the one who's all able, who's all capable. The word Qadir again means the one who is able and capable, and the one who has power, the qudra, the might to do anything that he wills. It's a very powerful name of God. In Quran, so many verses, he talks about this name. He says, إِنَّكَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. You verily have the power over everything. إِنَّكَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Surely you have the ability and the qudra to do everything. He says, وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. And he has power over everything. It's a name that this attribute of God about whenever he wills to display his power, his might with the name Al-Qadeer, he display his power. In Quran, there are 99 names of God, and all of these names are in the Quran for a purpose, and every name has different meanings, and sometimes more than one name has the same meaning. Now, the name Qadir is when God, he desires to do something with his capability and with his ability, he does it, and that's from the name Qadir. And a lot of names of Allah, he rhymes it up, he puts it together, like when God says in the Quran that he is Qawiyyun Aziz. It means that he is strong and mighty. Qawiyyun Aziz. When he says that he's Azizur Rahim, God means that he is mighty and merciful. So we understand from Qawiyyun Aziz that God, when he gets angry, that he could punish people with his might and with his strength. Thus he is Qawiyyun Aziz. When he gets angry and he wants to inflict someone with his anger, he uses those attributes. And when we see in Quran that he is Azizur Rahim, that means he has the might and he also has the mercy to help someone to do stuff for people. Aziz means mighty, and we all know the word of Allah, the name of Allah. Ar-Rahim means the one who is merciful. So with those attributes, if he wants to help someone with his might and mercy, he does it through those names. And the name Al-Qadeer is a very, very powerful name. And if anyone has any problem in life, a severe difficulty, they should very often recite this name of God, which is Al-Qadeer, and to be rescued and get help of God. Definitely, if you recite Ya Qadir, Ya Qadir, Ya Qadir, O the one who is all able and capable, or the one who is all able and all capable, believe me, Allah will come to your rescue and help you. And this name, a person, you cannot just call him Qadir. It's a name of Allah. So when you use the name of God, you have to name him Abdul Qadir. And it's a name that with this name, God, he displayed his qudra, his might, whenever he wants to. When he says that verily he has power over everything, innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. What does it mean? And also when he says wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir, again, what does it mean? He has power over everything. He means that with the name of Qadir, he has the most power to do anything that he desires. And it's not like power like ours. There are millions of Qadir in dunya, but are they strong and powerful like God? No. It's God's name, but those people doesn't have an iota of strong and power the way God have. So when God is Qadir, he is so powerful that whenever he wishes to do something, in a blinking of eye, in a blink of an eye, he could do that because of his attribute Al-Qadir. And it's a powerful name that whatever he desires, anything he wills, nothing can come his way with the name Al-Qadir. It's a name, anything he wants to do, there's no obstruction for him, there's no obstacles for him. It's easy, matter of fact, it's easier than easy with his power, with his qudra, with his might, with his ability, and with his capability, because he is the strongest of all strong, and he is the mightiest of all might. And there are other names in the Quran which everyone just have to learn, and also after learning have to practice in their lives. Different name of Allah are for different purposes. For example, if you want the love of Allah, you can use Al-Wadud, which means the one who is able to love, the all-lovable. So if you want his mercy and love, you can say Ya Wadud. I'm going to give one more example. let's say somebody who needs help from God with his generosity, with anything, if he needs money or if he needs some kind of help that could better his life in different ways through his generosity, he could use the name Karim. And that word means the one who's all generous. So you could start attributing this name to him by saying, Ya Karim, Ya Karim. And there are reasons why God rhymed his name. It's not for to, when anybody they recite the Quran, for them to when they recite the Quran in the tilawah to sound it better, and it's like it's like a poem. No, when he says Azizur Rahim, when he says Ghafurur Rahim, when he says Tawwabur Rahim, when he says Sami'un Basir, when he says Qawiyun Aziz, when he says Alimun Khabir, when he says other names. I'm going to give you one example. When he says Latifun Khabir, all this, when he combined two names together, it's for a purpose. Like I told you, if he says that he is Azizur Rahim, he's meaning that, look, I am very mighty and I'm very merciful. With my might, I have the power to give you mercy. Thus, it's Azizur Rahim. And whenever people ponder over the name Al-Qadeer, it's a name of Allah that definitely works if you have the yaqeen and ask Him whatever you want. Like any type of obstacle you have, any type of situation you're in, there is no way getting out. Use this name Al-Qadeer. Use it until your problem is solved. Doesn't matter, couple of days, couple of weeks, few months, even it takes a year. Believe me, if Allah's mercy reaches to anybody, there is no way that Allah's help will not come. It will come even if it takes time. And with the name Al-Qadeer, Allah will find you a way out. And learn all the names of Allah. And when you have problems, depending on your problems, you use the name that's most suitable to your problem. And Allah will help. Allah will rescue. Because Allah said in the Quran, He has beautiful names, and to call Him upon through those names. And name of Allah definitely works. It has worked for a lot of people. Matter of fact, in my experience in the past, I used a couple of names of God, and God did help me. And if it can work for everybody, and there's so many times I found help of God through His names, why it shouldn't work for you? That's why ponder over God's name. And also, when you believe in God, He will help you with His names.